everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. I think this is going to be the last one before the Christmas holidays. So without further ado, let's get over to the desk and have a look at it. So here we are, guys. Yep, it's the Airfix 172 Scale Boeing Chinook HC.1. Really iconic aircraft, as I'm sure most of you know. So let's just have a look at what we're doing. So this is a progress so far. Let me just start off with the cockpit. So that's all been primed up, and I'll put on what have I used there? Yes, I've used XF66, the slate grey, for that cabin area there, and then that's all just black. I just need to do a wee bit of research to see what sort of colour the seats are. And there's two decals, sorry, there for the console and the instrument panel. So yeah, pretty pleased the way that's gone up. Now what I'll do is I'll spray on this XF66 on the floor here of the cabin. Just try and do a modeling effect. So what I mean by that is this is one of the sides of the fuselage. So I do a modeling effect. I actually should have done it on this part of the fuselage as well. And then I just go over with a very light spray of it again, and it gives me that effect. Now that's not finished. Now what I want to do is then I want to pick out some of the detail here and then put a wash over that and just make it pretty grimy and pretty used. I've also done our seats. So I've done these in XF7, which is just flat red. Quite nice color. What I did, I primed them in black first. I was actually waiting on Mr. Hobby 1500 black, but it hadn't arrived in time, so I just used this here, this AK black, and put that down, and then sprayed over with the red. And I'm quite happy with the effect that has achieved. Now the top rails and the legs for the seats need to get I think it's 56. Need to get a metal grey on that, so that's a bit of detail painting when I take these off the spruce. So yeah, so the scheme that I'm going for, I'm not going to go for the scheme on the box. This Bravo November, which is quite a famous aircraft from Falcon Wars, I believe. Falcon Wars. Right. So that's that scheme there, scheme A. I'm not going to do that. South Atlantic May and June '82. Remember it well. Uh, remember it well. Where the British took back the Malvinas Islands from the Argentinians. So I'm not going to do that scheme. I want to do the scheme B, which was 7th Squadron in Desert Storm, Gulf May '91. Um, I just like it. I like it better. And just a bit of variety. That camouflage scheme is that seems to be all you do. But I like that scheme, and I think that'll give me more opportunity to practice some weathering. Uh, he said with a bit of luck. So that's the scheme I'm going to do. So there you are, guys. Just a wee quick update on the progress where I am with the Chinook. So let me crack on. Cheers. Hey guys, so just going to try and finish off the interior of the Chinook. How you see there, try to pick out a bit of detail and the tail end there. Uh, Not too bad, I expect. I just used those AK real markers, just the tip of them. That was quite useful. Just a few colors. No clue what everything is for, but just a bit of effect anyway. So now what I want to do is I want to put a wash on across the inside of it, and I'm using uses Ammo by Mig, an Ammo wash. I've given it a coat of varnish, so hopefully this will go according to plan. So basically just gonna paint it on it, get it all into nooks and crannies, and then get a cotton bud and clean it off. Let's see, grabs for one or two. There you go. Okay, so here we go. So just spreading it all over. No real rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. To give that more an effect. And then nooks and crannies, create that shadow effect. Nice off this side. Just do the back end here of where the ramp is, the tailgate. So there you see I'm trying to get all it into all the wee nooks and crannies and creates that shadow effect. So put the lid back on in case we have a wee oopsie daisy moment. And then basically what I'm going to do, guys, is just rub that off with a cotton bud and just create some. Oh, that's actually taking the paint off. Yeah, should be doing that. Mm. No, it seems to be taking that paint off. That shouldn't be happening. Okay, guys, there you are. I think there's something going wrong here. I don't know what to be precise, but anyway, maybe I shouldn't be taking it off. Okay, I'll get back to you guys. Thanks, now. Okay, so I've changed tack. I'm using this panel line by Tamiya. As there seemed to be some sort of reaction going on there with that homo mig stuff. So basically, just dabbing this into the corners and get some shadow effect. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I'm not gonna complete the whole thing and bore the fancy. You get the idea. It's the way the capillary action there just drags it all in. Really good stuff. Um, so you are, guys. Hopefully that'll make up for what's going on here. That's really weird. It's taking the paint right off it. Don't know what's happened there. I wonder. I didn't wash the kit before it started. I wonder is that's what's happened. There's been a reaction. I think there's releasing agent. I didn't wash the kit. Bugger. That's maybe what's happened there. Anyway, let me crack on, guys. Thank you. Okay, so I used that panel liner there, and the paint didn't, which is quite a relief. And that hasn't that's turned out too bad at all now. So I'm just going to go over with a wee cotton bud and just dull it down a wee bit where I think it is necessary, and then I'll give it a varnish, and then we can start thinking about putting the fuselage together. Okay, guys. Thanks. So just a further update on the Chinook build. Um, so here's the cabin. I've got the seats in, done a bit of weathering. Um, Basically, I don't know what's happened, but if you remember earlier on there, I was losing paint when I was putting down some of that AK wash effects. But I just thought I sort of quite like it that it's given it that really worn effect. Um, you can see it here on the floor of the cabin. See that bit at the back there? It's basically down to the bare plastic. But hey ho, it's one of those things. I think it's because I never washed the parts. I think it's basically, even though this is a really modern kit, I think it came out last year. Um, Still think you need to give them a bit of a wash to take off the release agent. So that's the cockpit and the cabin done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry fit. Let's just show you that. So I think the best way to do this is upside down. So you can see there's wee slots here, and these tabs just pop into these slots, and according if everything goes according to plan, it should just pop in like that. So there you go. That's quite satisfying. So that's that, and I'll just pop a bit of glue in there and hold that together, and then we can put on the other side. So if I put the other side on now, let's see if that's going to work for me. Probably not. Yeah, let's see where we can line it up. No, that should be there. Yeah, it just needs a wee bit of a squeeze to pop in. Oh, so I need a bit of work there. Yeah, oh, there you go. So that's it's both fuselages together, and then um just pop that together like that, and there you are. That's stuff. Um, oh, that's not right. Oh gosh, look what I found. That shouldn't be like that. Uh-huh. Right, so we're going to have to rejig that. Ah, another blunder he found. So that's neat. They're going to go down one. Okay. Anyway, so I'll make that wee correction, and then I'll put the fuselages together, and then we can start putting on more bits and pieces to get it ready for paint. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Hey guys. So back at the desk here, just for another further update. So basically, I've got the fuselage together. Um, Went together pretty well. Had a bit of an issue at the front here. There was a slight gap. I don't think that's a fit. I think it was me, if I'm honest. Um, but was able to. I tried to put a super glue just to close the gap, and then there was slowy gap, so I put some of that plastic putty by AK in there. Um, then put on all the wee details that goes on the back. Put the landing gear in. I closed up the hook, this bit here, just closed that up. And put all the wee antenna on. There was two wee antenna to go here. These H18. You wouldn't believe my luck. Just as I was cutting them off a sprue, ping, couldn't find both of them. Furious, but what to do? What to do? I then put on the rescue hook on the side as well. Um, Tidied up the seams here, so they're pretty happy with the way they turned out. No, look at that one. But there's this spine thing goes along the top, so you don't really need to worry about that. Pop that in, a few more wee bits and pieces. Put on the aerial masks. There's one go here, which is H31, and that was missing out of the kit. So I'm gonna have to think about how to maybe put something together to fix it, because then you want to put an aerial all the way along there. So yeah, pretty happy with there was an issue, if you remember, there was an issue with the door here, that the seating was a bit off. So basically what I done was cut it. I cut bit of the seating off, and I worked, put the door in. And yeah, happy enough. The port side seating came loose, but it seems to have jammed itself in again, so I'm not going to touch that. So basically what I need to do now is stick in the glazing, and that'll be ready for priming. Now I've sent away for a mask set, and with a bit of luck, it'll be here hopefully today, or maybe Monday. Today is Saturday, and then I can pop that in, and then I can get ready for priming. So so there you are, guys. That's the end of part one. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got something out of it. Look out for part two when I start the best bit, the painting. So until the next time, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.